everybody, this is Tazalon, Michael Brenner for Drop Top Tees, and we're doing a video today, it's been a while since we did one, on how to put interior molding into 124 Spyder MX-5, or really any car for that matter. 3 assistants today, my twin boys, Tim on the left, Ben on the right, who at 7:30 tonight will be officially graduating from high school at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. And my daughter Abby, let me zoom in on her shirt here. She's just going into her junior year, but she's wearing one of the shirts we sell at Drop Top Tees. It's shop.spreadshirt.com/Drop Top Tees. Now let me show you the side of our car, because I know some of you are aware it got involved in an incident out on Interstate 30 where we came up on a car that was stopped in the fast lane, and we stopped, and a guy came down the road behind us before we could have a break in the traffic to pull over, and had to swerve at the last second to avoid hitting us. He swerved right in front of another car that knocked him into our passenger door. And so from about here all the way up to here was messed up. The major damage occurred right here, just inches away from my wife. Fortunately, it missed one of the main support pillars where the front door hangs onto the car. And so once our auto body repair shop, which is Town East Ford, by the way, great place for collision work, got the parts from Fiat. She's up and back on the road and running great. They did a really good job. But anyway, let me show you what we're going to do here. You've seen several people post these, I think mostly using red online, so I figured I'd do a video and show you how to do it. This is interior molding trim. If you look at it, it's kind of round in the end. Let me put it down here so you can see it up close. It's about 1 millimeter thick with a couple ribs on it, and you just slide it into the seams on your door panel or dash or whatever, and then cut it off to the appropriate length. And you can get them in all different colors. We chose silver because our car is black and silver, and it adds a little visual accents to the interior of your vehicle. So if you're into doing easy mods, make your car look a little nicer, a little more unique, this is a great way to do it. It comes with this. I think we got 36 feet of it. You can buy 18 feet. I got 36 feet because I don't know how well it's going to wear, and I figure this is enough for me to do everything twice. It also comes with the installation tool, which I'll show you what that does here in a second. The other thing you need, scissors or a knife, because as you measure it out, you have to cut it, and that's all the tools you need. It's a very simple process, and so let's show you how it goes. Okay, so we've already done the passenger side door so you can see what it looks like, and then when we do the driver's side door, I'll show you how easy it is to do. By the way, this is another shirt we sell, Drop Top Tees, shop.spreadshirt.com. Whether you drive a Bart, just a regular 124 Spyder, or a classic 124 Spyder, we even have one line of topics just for women who drive Spyders, as well as MX-5, NA, NB, NC, and ND models, and Z4 and Mustang. And we'll probably be adding things like Camaro and a couple other cars in the future. For convertibles, the site focuses on shirts for convertibles and roadsters. So drop by, check it out. If you see a style you like, but it's not in the type shirt you want, just send me a message on the Facebook group or Tazalon2003@yahoo.com, and I can probably add that style of shirt to the lineup. So here's how we go. We added trim right here and right here, and with our black and silver interior, this pretty much perfectly matches the color scheme. Now, like I said, I've seen some people online that have added red because they have all the red trim on their car, especially the people with the Abarth seats with the red trim on them. It looks really good to have the red on the black door. So now what we're going to do is do this door the same way as the door we just showed you, and you can see how simple this process is. I should say it's simple if you're persistent. Now, first of all, this yellow thing that comes with it is just a gapping tool. What I found out with the 124 Spider is the big seams, like right here, you don't need this. Especially on the corner of this, you use this to poke in and make the gap big enough to get your trim in. Like I had on the other door, I had to use this on the turn to actually put this in, otherwise it wouldn't have fit. The other thing is sometimes, especially on this kind of seam, you may find the gap is a little bit too big. Now I'll show you this again. This is only 1 millimeter thick. There's actually another company that sells it where instead of being like a V, it actually comes down and goes out a little bit, and I think it's a few millimeters thicker. So if these gaps are too big on your car, instead of getting this type, you may want to get the type with a little bit thicker piece below it. It just depends on your vehicle. So all you do is start at the end. You have to get it sized right in the beginning. And the other thing is, sometimes the ends won't stay, or it looks like it's going to pop right back out. Some people who use it report that it pops right back out, and probably because their gaps are too big. But I know that if you use just a really small amount of glue, it works fine to hold it in. So we want to get it sized right. Then we'll worry about sticking it in there. And I don't go around the edge. If you need to go around a corner, you just take and cut the trim. I just do it to the end here. I kind of cut in at an angle. And I'll probably put glue on the end, or sticky tape or something. I prefer glue because it stays in. Most of the time you can just stick this down and it stays in, but the ends don't want to stay in. Where's the... So here's all I do. And this has worked fine for me. Again, you have to be careful. You don't want to put too much on. I just put a very little bit of glue on it. And then just hold it there for a couple seconds. Where's my tissue? And I just hold it and it's going to stay here in a couple seconds. And we're good. That's the easy piece. The next piece is a little bit more complicated because of the turn. This turn right here is hard. So, can you hold that right there, Abby? I just want to get the, right here. Okay, so if I cut it here, we got extra. I discovered through trial and error on the other door, you really want to do this turn first because it has a hard time going around the turn. It doesn't want to stick underneath it. And so once you get this part in, the rest of it's a breeze. So what I'm going to do, right here is where the gap is. I'm going to take and just clip this just a little bit right here. Pull a V in it. And now when it bends, it's going to give it a chance to go around this corner here. I don't know if I'm going to use a little gap tool or not. This is just finger power here. And right here there's a little notch where it kind of takes a little step. And so I'm going to clip it right there too. I'm just going to put a little, let's see, right here. cut it right here. And cut it right here. Okay, close the door on that. Let's see what it looks like with the door shut. Let's go over to this side. Show it in from this angle. And you can see how it looks with the door shut. And from a distance. Back here. You can see, if you look inside your car now, it just adds a little color enhancement to the vehicle that I think ends up looking really, really nice. Now, caveats with this. And this is the real reason I bought some extra. A lot of people say it works great. As I said, some people say they have trouble keeping it in. We do right at the ends because of the size of the gap. The workarounds on that are to get the type that instead of going in like a pyramid, at the end has like a little ridge. It's about maybe twice as wide. So that may prevent that. I just use a little slight, like a drop of super glue, and it keeps it in there without getting the glue all spread around. Some people say that over time they will fade if it's in the sun a lot, and since we are roadsters and we go top down a lot, that's conceivably an issue. That's the reason I bought so much, because with what I have, if it does fade out after the summer, I got enough to just take it out and do it again, and I have like 3 years worth of stuff. It's only like $19, $25 online. So it's not very expensive, and if I have to do it every summer to make it look nice, hey, it took me 15 minutes to do it. So it seems like it's a nice enhancement to the vehicle for a very minor cost in both money and time spent doing it. Let me know what you think about it. I like the red ones on the red accent cars. I like the silver. I know they come in a couple other colors as well. There's blue. I'm not really certain. I can't remember what all they are, but if you can just buy it. It's all over Amazon. Look for interior car trim molding. I'll try to go back to where I bought this at, and I'll put the link on the video if I can find it, just to give you an idea, because a lot of times if you do car trim molding, interior molding, you get all kinds of weird stuff that isn't what this is. So unless you say the exact right words, you won't find it. I'll try to put that on the link, or if I don't have it in the video, I'll put it in the comments below the video. So thumbs up if you like it, and go to our t-shirt shop, buy a t-shirt. Shop.spreadshirt.com. Drop top tees. Thank you.